Hello everyone, Outdoors and Botanical here, and today I'm going to be showing you how to start a fruit fly culture. So, the things you need are glue tape, a deli cup with holes in it, a coffee filter, a bowl, applesauce, banana, and oats, and of course, a fruit fly culture. So anyways, to start, let's start by making the lid. So cut some holes in it, and then get a coffee filter, and trace around the jar, and cut it out. And you'll end up with a piece like this. Now flip the lid upside down like that, and get your glue tape, and put it around the outside. If you can get it. Okay, I'm gonna be right back when I get that done. Okay, so it actually worked better to put the glue tape around the paper. So now I'm going to put that on and press it down. Make sure there's no holes that the flies are gonna get out of. And if there are, then my house is gonna be full of fruit flies. So yeah, it's okay if it folds under there as well. So yeah, that should be good. Looks like we're all sealed off there. So now that we got the lid done, let's move on to making everything. So get your bowl and your applesauce and your banana. And I forgot to mention you need a fork and a spoon. So I'll be right back when I get the spoon. Alright, I got a tablespoon. So start off with your banana. You don't need too much. Just put like the same amount of everything. So I'm just going to put like about that much. Now you can use the spoon to mash it, but it's much easier with the fork. So just gonna mash it up. Gonna look gross, there's no doubt about it, but that's alright. So now that's mashed up like that. I'll actually put a little bit more. Alright, that should be good. Now put about the same amount of that of applesauce. So that's about the same. Mix it together. Some of the flies won't like the banana as much, so they'll eat the applesauce, and some won't like the applesauce, so they'll eat the banana, so that's why you need the same amount. So now you have that. You can see it's really runny. So now use the oats to thicken it. So just get a handful of oats. Definitely more than that. Probably more like that much. And now mix it up. And forgot to mention, but the bowl should be microwaved. It should be microwavable. It doesn't have to be. You don't have to microwave this, but it makes the oats absorb some of the stuff and make it more soft and less chunky. It's just my preference. I'm going to add a little bit more oats here, microwave it, and I'll be right back. Alright, so I just put it in for about 30 seconds. It's still hot, so make sure you don't put it in the flies right away. But you can see it really, like it thickened up, and you can tell it looks a bit more dry. Basically, it's like oatmeal now. So, now, what you're going to do while it's warm and still soft, you're going to get your container, and you just mix that up a bit more, and put it in. might not have made like enough, but that's okay because it should be enough. That might be perfect, actually. So yeah, so I'm just gonna push it down a bit. You could put a little bit more in, but about an inch is what I put. So yeah, that's about an inch. And now with another coffee filter, you're gonna crumple it up a little bit. Just like, doesn't even matter really. Maybe use a couple. You're just trying to make a couple spots where the flies can climb off the food. I'm just gonna go like this. Give it a little twist at the bottom. Stick it in like that. Like that. Just make it so they can climb out. And when it cools down, we'll put the flies in, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I hope you can hear me through the wind. It's pretty windy outside, but I want to be doing this outside. So here's my culture. It's getting old, and you can see it's getting dirty and gross. And this one I started a while ago, but I just noticed that every single fly in here is dead. And I opened it, and it smells terrible. So I think the reason is because the venting was not good enough. Because this one, I didn't use coffee filter, I used that doctor's tape that you use to cover, like when you put gauze on and you use that tape stuff around it. I used that stuff and it seemed to do fine. As you can see all the tunnels in there. I think you can see. There's all those tunnels in there from the worms. So it was doing fine, but now I just noticed today they were all dead. So there's still a few alive in there, but most of them are dead. So anyways, now is a good time to show you. What happens is they lay the eggs. They lay the eggs and they hatch into little tiny worms. So these are full-grown worms. So the worms will be small, like that one right there, that you can't even see on camera. It's about 1 millimeter. And then they get bigger and bigger until they are about this big. Once they're that big, they turn into one of these, which is basically like a cocoon almost. And from the cocoon they hatch into the fly. So now, like I said, these are all dead, but all the cocoons will be all over. And if you see, even on the ceiling, and that smells super bad. So I didn't start this long ago, and I put maybe 10 flies in, and you can see it's loaded with flies. And that was on the 28th of May, and it's not even a month later. So, yeah. It's basically what I'm going to do. So now I'm hoping this is good enough venting and that doesn't happen again. But basically, you grab this, and you tap, so they all fall to the bottom. And then you tip a bunch in there. And before they all get out, a lot of them got out, but that's okay, that's why I'm doing it outside. I don't want to get them everywhere, so I'm just gonna kill them all where I see they got out. So as you can see now, there are a bunch in there, and I'm gonna put the date on here, and after about a week you will start to see the little maggots growing all around, and you'll see the cocoons starting to form, and your culture will be on its way, and you'll be able to feed your frogs. So I hope this helped you make your culture. Definitely don't do what I did in here. Get some deli cups and use the coffee filter. I got these deli cups from Sobeys. They just gave them to me for free, but you may have to buy them. I don't know. But also another thing, your medium shouldn't fall if you tip it upside down. Like this. It shouldn't fall. If it does, then it's too dry and you need more oats. So yeah, anyways, I hope this helped you. If it did, thank you for watching. If you haven't already, please subscribe. As always, stay outdoors, stay botanical, keep your hobbies, and I will see you in the next video.